Hello everyone, welcome to Longarming by Jaclyn. It is retraction time. I had been calling in my last video this color yellow ice because this is yellow whisper and I got it in my head. So this is lemon ice, but it led me to believe that we need to do a lineup of yellows and sort of get into the nitty-gritty of some of these yellows. So let's start with a new one. This was our sunshine color, and it is going on egg yolky, very rich. Next in line is going to be lemon, kind of exactly like you would expect, bright, tangy, and citrusy. Then out of my lineup, we're going to lemon ice, which is like if you took the same color as lemon and whipped it into some whipped cream and brought it into a more of a white shade. Yeah, that light was a little too strong. Okay, so sunshine, lemon. That light was washing these colors out so you can't see them. Then into lemon ice. So if I took lemon and whipped in some whipped cream, lemon ice, not yellow ice. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, this is the new color that I got. This is Yellow Whisper. And it's a little bit paler, a little bit more buttery, a little less tangy and acidic than this lemon ice. So there's Yellow Whisper. And then just to show you how close, this is Yellow Whisper and cream. So it's got more pigment than cream, but otherwise very similar. If you were reaching into a bin full of threads, you would probably pick both of these up and read the label to make sure you have the right one. So not so far off of cream. And then linen is another shade whiter. Can I get these all in my hand? Yellow Whisper, cream, and then linen. Can we get the end shot? Oh. So we're getting pretty close here. If you were thinking about whether or not to invest in Yellow Whisper and you already had a lot of these off-white colors and you were just like, should I spend the money? Maybe there's something else in your cart that your heart is really set on and you really need to round out your color selection for your long-arming threads. And maybe that one can wait for another day because it's pretty darn close. There's also a color called Seashell that's kind of right in there with that. But that's our yellow lineup. There we go. Ta-da! Yellow lineup. So this afternoon I am picking threads for a Christmas quilt, and it's in some sort of non-traditional colors. I really like it. It's got white background, which gives it a really crisp, bright, sort of snowy vibe, and then more saturated jewel tones. It's not your traditional red and green, which I'm sure it's a beautiful color. I have a lot of red and green in my Christmas decorations, but it gets a little played out in one note. Like we've all seen all the variations of red and green and it gets a little much. So it's kind of nice to break that up with some Christmas colors that are not quite so on the nose. So to bring up the festivity level of this, if I were to pull this quilt out at a different time of year, it would take me a minute to recognize that the theme of this quilt is Christmassy. So it's got some snowflake motifs. These are probably holly berries, and it's got somewhere in here is a poinsettia, but it's a little bit more of an abstract poinsettia type flower. And so there's snowflakes here. So it's not your run-of-the-mill. There's a green snowflake, not your run-of-the-mill Christmas quilt in sort of the standard, and it's not like pictures of Santa Claus. So it's not so on the nose, which I like about it. But to up the festiveness level, I'm thinking about using this glisten thread in pure silver, which will add a little bit of sparkle. This is a metallic thread by the same people who make Glide. I find that this quilt's exactly the same as Glide thread. I really make very few adjustments to the machine when I switch this spool in and out. And I don't find you have to be on tenter hooks with it. I think this is a great thread. I know a lot of people with the metallic thread, especially the one that's like a flat ribbon, struggle a lot. They have to change the way they thread their machine. They have to change the setup of their tension. It's a whole ordeal. This one has not given me that problem. And then I'm thinking about using this Cleopatra. Maybe she should have been in the yellow lineup. But this is kind of the closest to gold that I have. It's kind of an antique gold color. And I'm thinking this will add a little festive kick to this quilt. So I'm going to have to think about the design and where I want to deploy this, that it's not too distracting from the overall pattern of the quilt. I don't want it to take away from the fabric and the crisp white background. But it's going to be pulling, I've pulled a selection of sort of jewel tones, and we'll be taking a look at those. I'm probably going to have to go block by block with this quilt with the thread selection and pick out the thread colors I want to pick out. We'll figure it out as we go. All right, so that's my retraction. Lemon ice, not yellow ice. I did kind of think that sounded like dog pee on snow. I said, surely that's not. Okay. Thank you for watching Longarming by Jaclyn. I hope you have a fantastic run up to your holiday season. Merry Christmas. Have a good day. Bye.